We often hear about what resources students have available to them, but what about teachers? As the school year comes to a close, so is the first year that the West Prairie School District had an instructional coach. WGEM's Dylan Smith is back from Colchester, Illinois. So Dylan, what has the impact been?
Well, Danielle, one Western Illinois University student I talked with who was in the district this year says the instructional coach was one of the reasons she accepted a job and will be back next year. Teachers describe Corinne Biswell as a resource like they've never had before. Did you think, hey, this is a possibility down the line?
Well, this role was the only one that would ever get me to leave the classroom.
Corinne Biswell has a new home, and it's helping teachers reach their full potential.
And she always says, you know, I'm available, text me, email me, and she definitely is.
Every teacher in the West Prairie School District, that is. Last semester, she focused on building connections and relationships with teachers. Now she's developed into a trusted source, a crutch for teachers to lean on when they need help with everything from classroom management all the way to engagement strategies.
I'm non-evaluatory. It's not me coming to the teacher's classroom and saying, you need to fix this, this, and this.
After well over a decade in her own classroom, she's making a bigger impact on those just like her.
She'll go over lesson plans for me. She does like professional development meetings. Like she basically just teaches us how to be better teachers.
Rachel Laird recently accepted a full-time job at South Elementary, and she says Biswell played a role. And it's for that reason Superintendent Guy Grannert says there's no way her role can be around for only a year.
Perfect world, I'd have one in every building, just like a social worker. But I think with our needs, it's something we have to assess in terms of looking at our student population, our staff population, and then obviously what our needs are and our resources.
Well, time will tell. Biswell thinks the district's turnover rate will lower next year as a result.
Really, it's that buy-in, making the teacher feel at home and making them feel like they have somebody to walk along with them as they grow in their teaching career.
Biswell first learned about instructional coaching about 5 years ago during a professional development session. The speaker was an instructional coach, and afterwards Biswell asked, "How do I do what you do?" Daniel?
All right, thank you, Dylan. Grannert says it will take at least a few years to determine if more than one instructional coach will be feasible.